Hey guys, what's up? I'm Jules. Thanks for coming back for another weekly cross-stitching video. It's October. It's the first video of October. I can't hardly believe it. The year's kind of flown by, and I hope you guys are having a good fall. Well, it's not really, it's a fall. A good fall so far. It should be fall. And that everything is going well for you. I'm having problems keeping my voice clear today, but anyway, things are good here. I spent the weekend not stitching, but I did focus on kind of getting some things together with regards to sort of sending some of the mini patterns out to some stores. Um, Pretty much the stores that I've not really uh, associated with yet, that I haven't talked to, that I haven't met, haven't seen. And so I thought, I picked like 4 or 5 stores and just want to kind of send some patterns and just a welcome or introduction and excuse me, some different things. And so anyway, so I spent really the whole weekend doing that, just really getting things kind of put together. And it just took a little bit of time. And so in the end, I didn't really have a whole lot of time to stitch. Didn't quite feel like it. And one of the things that I'm wondering about this, is if I need to bring back the stitch with me's in order to get back into stitching. And I might have to do that. Not that it's a bad thing. It's just kind of funny because I remember that happened way back when, at one point, that it was like, well, this is the only way I get stitching done, is if I actually do a stitch with me. So maybe, maybe in the next couple of days, we'll see kind of how I feel about that. I was fortunate enough today that I did not have to work any overtime. I've been pulling a lot of 12-hour days, and but today they kind of decided not to do it, and so I'm sure the next couple of days we will be probably 12 hours, but I enjoy what I do, so it's all good. Hey, by the way, I'm wearing my cross-stitching shirt. Cross-stitch 24 by 7 by 365. Oh yeah, super soft, nice and soft, fits good. So there's some additions to the store, the Etsy store, and the website, stitchingjewelsdesign.com. T-shirts are on there. I also started putting up some needle minders, and so we got some shells from our trip to Florida, and so my husband has been working on getting them really set up for being needle minders. And I'm like, can I show you? Yeah, I can. Well, if I have a magnet available, which I wasn't prepared for this, so I'm not going to do that. But they work. And so that was one, and then the other one that I haven't put up on the store. And the seashells are going to be one of a kind, so it's, they don't all look alike. So they're on there. Once they're gone, they're gone. If you're interested, there really aren't any sort of natural seashell needle minders out there, and as far as I know, seashells are not, it's not wrong to have them on there. And it's not as if this isn't scratchy and stuff. I mean, it's sort of just a natural, it's all natural, but it's not, it's, I thought maybe it might catch thread or things like that, but it doesn't really do that. And the nice thing too is that the ridges in the shell are actually a nice little natural place to place a needle. So anyway, there's a whole new section called needle minders on the store, so something to take a look at. And then here's another one that I like when it comes to cross stitch. And if you can't read it, it says, wait, what does it say? If you can read this, you're too close. So put it on your cross stitch. If you read this, you're too close to too close to my cross stitch. So we got some stuff like that going on. Trying to work on getting some more ideas done for shirts and things. Yeah, just been working on, really focused a lot, worked a lot on the business side of things. Put a lot of hours in this past weekend on it, which needed to be done. But now I'm back to making patterns, which is amazing. I've missed it a lot. I have 2 new monochromes. At least I'm pretty sure 2. I know 1 is for sure. Well, let's start first with I don't like to show the monochrome first because everybody waits for those. But I got minis. I've got 3 minis and a regular pattern to show you. The first one up is, so this is a mini aspen leaf. And this is quite mini. This is 90 by 90 with just 10 colors. And obviously it's sort of an aspen leaf turning and changing in fall. So that one came out really nice. I'm happy that it came out fairly small. Took a fair bit of work for that one because it just didn't want to hold its form, so to speak. Next one up is you guys have seen the American Star that has been out there for a bit. There's an American Star with a background, there's one without a background, and now there's a mini without a background. And this is 120 by 120 with 12 colors. And you can imagine, like, there's not, I mean, it's like maybe a third of the space gets stitched. So it's a faster stitch. Or so I'm told by maybe people who stitch. Which I need to become one of those again. Excuse me. Thank you. Sorry. We just had Indian food, and the curry and stuff is like making me sneeze. Next up is a pattern that I adore. It's more of an AI generated thing. Gnome with a flower. It's a very specific name. This is a bigger one. This is sort of set up to be 125 by 210 with 18 colors. And it came out really nice. But what this actually is, this is the mini mock-up. And it still looks really good. This is 70 by 120 with 16 colors. So you're not stitching the wide or anything like that, but you are stitching all of that. But that's actually what the mini is going to come out to look like, which makes me very happy. So 70 by 120, and then almost about 80% more if you wanted like a larger version of it. But that one came out really nice. I'm super happy. And then the last two that are up, the first one is one that I may have shown this to you guys a while back. I know it. I showed it to the folks on Patreon, my patrons that are over there. They saw it. Somebody's very interested in it, so I gotta get it up on the store. But I call this one Kneading Dough, and just a pair of hands, look like older hands, kneading dough. Just kind of, working it. 290 by 190. It's about 21,500 stitches or so. So, yeah, that came out pretty well. I'm pretty pleased about that. Yeah, there's that. So yeah, I really like that a lot. And then the next one up, oh no, you already saw it, is Happy Cat. And I love Happy Cat because Happy Cat, look how happy Happy Cat is. Sitting on laying on his back. So it's 235 by 310. This one actually is a lot smaller than most. It's under 9,000 stitches. So it's not a lot of stitching, but it is a cutie. It is a cutie patootie. I do not have this in a mini form yet. I might make this a miniature and put some color into it and a little bit of color into it and just kind of see what we can do. But it came out really nice. I think this one is like my pattern of the week, so to speak. It's adorable. It's so cute. And there are more. Actually, where's that other one? Aha. So this is one that I have actually, I don't think I've had on the store for very long. I'm not even sure if it is on the store right now. But the large Africa cross-stitch pattern, I've shrunk that down now. So this is mini Africa. Not as detailed, but that's just how it is when you miniaturize stuff. What is this? 103 by 125. And again, maybe a third, 40%, third, 30% is stitching. There are 19 colors. I did not want to cut the color count down too much from the original. The original is a lot bigger, but so there's that. So there's a ton of new stuff that I need to put on the store. This is Wednesday night, and Thursday at lunch is when this video is going to come out. So marching orders tonight. I basically get the patterns up on the store, as many as I can. If they're not on the store tomorrow and you want them, drop me a line and say, hey, where are they? And I'm going to focus on trying to get those up. Uh, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Uh, Designing patterns again. Need to start stitching. Kind of getting back to fundamentals. Getting a little bit back to fundamentals. So we'll see how it goes. Going to bed early tonight and get some sleep. But oh, by the way, I mentioned like a month ago about going to Galleria, and I had actually made plans. I bought tickets and everything, and I ended up canceling like a week, less than a week later, I think. I felt like it just wasn't a good use of our funds, my funds from the business and whatnot. Just wasn't a very good use, and it ended up being the right decision in a number of ways. Um, yeah, so just some family things happened, and then the car had some car trouble. We got fixed and everything, and so but just a lot of things kind of popped up right around that time that I would have been gone, that I was glad that I wasn't gone for. So um, in the end, I thought that it was better if I focused more on getting the business, uh, like just getting myself to a point where I felt comfortable in presenting, say, the mini patterns to stores. And I am at this point. I am totally like, I feel like we're at a point where I can put stuff out there. But I'm still so new. So I think it's still going to take a while for you to like see anything of mine in a store outside of, say, a stitching shop. A stitching shop here in Denver actually carries half a dozen of them now, I think, at least. And so they have some there. And then I think that's it for the minis right now. But like I said, I sent some stuff out to a lot of different places. So I hope they use them to kind of stitch miniatures to see what they look like. And then if they really like how they turn out, then hopefully they'll get in touch with me and we'll start to kind of build a relationship and go from there. So, uh, but yeah, doesn't need to happen all in one week, which is kind of sometimes what I end up doing to myself is I gotta get it all done. I gotta get it all done right now. And so, ugh. How do you guys like my hair? It's getting longer. I was supposed to get a haircut Tuesday, last Tuesday, but everything kind of hit the fan, so to speak, at the same time on that day. So I ended up postponing it until I think it's next Tuesday is when I'm getting my haircut. So it's it's right on the cusp of kind of getting too long. So it worked out pretty well. I got to figure out what I want to do this time, but it's all right. I tried wearing it. I tried wearing my hair like without. I wear a hat at work just because of, they give you a hat to wear basically, and so I usually wear my hat. And the other day I tried to not wear the hat. It was really cold, and I was like, I just let my, I get hot and I sweat and stuff, so I just like, I'll just let my head kind of stay cool. And that lasted for about an hour, and then I had to go get my hat out of the car because my hair got kind of sweaty, and then it was just like coming down in front of my face. So I'm just looking at myself instead of looking at you guys. Hello. I think that's it. That's it. I'm tired. I kind of slowed down. This video is a little slower than I thought it was going to be. A lot of patterns to look at, a lot of things to do, and yeah, I got a lot of pattern work to work on in stitching. I hope. So y'all have a great day. Happy stitching. Check out the stores, the Etsy store and stitchingjewelsdesign.com. Oh yeah, and the other thing I did was I got my my website store, the stitchingjewelsdesign.com. I got that actually sped up. Got the website speed sped up by a good 50%, I think, at least, so that when you pull up the page, it should just pop right up for you. I really had needed to get that done because it was a slow loader at times. So, all right, I'm just mumbling at this point, ranting and raving like normal. All right, guys, have a great day. Happy stitching. Drop me a line if you need anything, or if I have any questions. Consider joining Patreon. Details are down below if you'd like. And supporting me in other ways besides just watching my channel, which is awesome. Thank you. If you've made it this far and you are not subscribed, please think about subscribing. That way you can get notified when a new video goes live, which nowadays is usually going to be Thursdays midday. But you know, if I get a Stitch With Me done, they'll probably come out on the weekends. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, guys. See you later.